Hello everybody and welcome back to the Olympic Report. Today I'll be looking at an overview of skateboarding, one of the new sports that'll be making its Olympic debut at the Tokyo 2020 Games this summer. After finding success with the X Games since its inception in 1995, skateboarding will finally make the transition over to the Summer Olympics. Today I'll talk about what the event will look like, who I expect to medal, and what skateboarding's Olympic future might be after the 2020 Games. With that out the way, let's get started. Beginning in the late 1950s, skateboarding has grown into one of the most popular action sports in the entire world. After its inclusion in the X Games, as well as the release of skateboarding video games such as Tony Hawk Pro Skater, skateboarding became incredibly popular with kids and teens around the world. In fact, in 2001, a study found that more American kids under the age of 18 skateboarded than played baseball. In an attempt to attract younger audiences to the Olympics, the International Olympic Committee in 2016 announced that skateboarding will make its debut as an Olympic sport at Tokyo 2020. While there are many notable forms of skating such as big air, vert, and freestyle, only two styles will be present at this summer's games: street skating and park skating. Street skating uses urban obstacles such as stairs, street furniture, handrails, and benches for skaters to attempt tricks on or around. Park skating, however, involves the use of more vert ramps such as quarter pipes, with the inclusion of a few urban obstacles here and there, which are usually rails. There will be a total of 80 skaters at the Tokyo 2020 Games. There will be 20 men and 20 women for each park and street skating. Competition will be held at the Ariake Urban Sports Park, which is a waterfront temporary venue built right alongside the Olympic Village, which will also host BMX racing as well as BMX freestyle. In early April of this year, we received the first images of the venue, which you can see here includes a separate setup for both street and park skating competitions. For the park venue, there is a good variety of ramps and ledges, as well as the occasional rail, and for the street venue, you can see there's a large number of rails, as well as ramps on both sides of the area. In each of the events, the skaters will be judged on the difficulty of their tricks, their originality, execution, speed, height off ramps, and overall composition. The skater with the highest score overall will be awarded the gold medal. Despite not knowing every single skater who will be competing in Tokyo this summer, it is still possible for us to make some predictions as to who will go home with a medal after the 2020 Games. Being such an international sport, it is fairly safe to say that numerous countries have a strong chance to medal in skateboarding this year. For example, in the top 10 men's street rankings, 5 different countries are represented, with the top 3 skaters all being from different countries. Because of this, it is safe to say it will be difficult for one country to sweep the podium completely this summer. However, arguably the strongest countries at this sport are the United States, Brazil, and Japan. When looking at the current Olympic top 10 rankings for both street and park disciplines for male and female skaters, 32 of the 40 total spots are taken up from skaters from these 3 countries. For men's street, the strong favorite to win gold is Nyjuh Huston, who is a 4-time world champion street skater and a 12-time X Games medalist. Nyjuh currently has the title of being the winningest skateboarder of all time, as well as one of the best skateboarders ever. However, Japan's Yuto Horigome is posed as a threat to the gold as well, being ranked as the second best street skater in the entire world, as well as winning 5 street tournaments in the past 3 years, including the 2019 X Games. Between the two of them, it is hard to bet against the winningest skater of all time, so my prediction for the winner of the men's street gold medal goes to Nyjuh Huston of the United States. For women's street, Brazil is expecting to have a strong showing, hosting 3 of the top 5 women's street skaters in the entire world. At the top of the list is Pamela, who won the Street World Championship Women's Division in 2019, as well as a silver medal at the X Games that year. Right behind her in second is Rayssa Leal, a 13-year-old who won first at the Street League Skateboarding Championship in 2019. Both skaters will likely represent Brazil at the Games, and both have a very good shot at winning gold this summer. However, if I had to predict just one, I would go with Pamela, as she has had more success recently. For men's park, this one is up in the air. In the top 4 spots in the rankings, Brazil and the United States are represented twice. Heimana Reynolds for the United States currently tops the ranking with a Park World Championship gold in 2019 and a silver in 2018. Right under him in the ranking is Luiz, who got second place in the Park World Championships. However, my personal prediction to win is Pedro Barros of Brazil. Since 2010, Barros has won 12 total medals, including 6 X Games gold and a 2018 World Championship. Easily being one of the most experienced skaters going into the games, I believe he will be a safe pick to come out with a gold this summer in Tokyo. Finally, for women's park, Japanese skaters are leading the pack with skaters holding the top 2 spots in the world rankings. At number 1 is Misugu Okamoto, a huge favorite for many, while being only 14 years old, still holds gold medals at both the X Games and the Park World Championship. Since 2018, she has placed first in 11 of her past 16 events. Due to that, it will be hard for anyone else to find the top of the medal podium this summer. However, another notable competitor will likely be Sky Brown, a Japanese-born skater who competes for Great Britain. At the 2020 World Championship, Brown came in 3rd at the age of 11. Despite this, I still have Okamoto as my prediction to win the event, becoming one of the first skateboarding gold medalists in Olympic history. So while skateboarding will debut as an official Olympic sport this summer, its future within the Olympic program is still up in the air. Since the sport was declared as a temporary sport by the International Olympic Committee, it is up to future host committees to decide whether or not they will include the sport at future editions of the Games. So far, Paris has confirmed that the sport will be returning for the 2024 Games. However, it is yet to be officially confirmed to be a part of Los Angeles 2028. However, no one expects it to be cut from those games, as skateboarding was created in Southern California, and that area of the United States is responsible for its rise in popularity. Also, the Los Angeles 2028 committee has announced that they have secured a venue at Venice Beach if the sport were to make an appearance. Due to this, it is almost confirmed that skateboarding will be a part of the program in 2028. However, beyond those games, it is fairly unpredictable. At the moment, no host city has been chosen for the 2032 Games, meaning that it is unforeseen whether or not skateboarding will be chosen to return for those games and the games that go beyond it. So far, the most likely candidate for 2032 is Brisbane, Australia, and Australia is actually one of the more successful countries at skateboarding, having skaters in the top 10 in both street and park skating. Due to this, I do not believe skateboarding will be cut from the Olympics within the next 4 editions of the Games. And honestly, who knows, by that point it might be considered a permanent sport within the Olympic program. Another interesting question to be asked about skateboarding's future in the Olympics is whether or not the International Olympic Committee will expand the skateboarding portion of the Games beyond just 2 disciplines. As discussed earlier, there are more styles of skating than just the 2 that are featured at the Games, such as freestyle, vert, and big air. However, while these disciplines do have a following as well, they are not growing at the rate as park and street skating are, thus it would be unlikely that they would be considered for the Olympic Games. However, I believe that the best opportunity there is for an extra skateboarding discipline to be added to the Olympic program will be in Los Angeles 2028, as skateboarding has such a strong culture in Los Angeles, and the host committee has a big say in whether or not new events will be added to the overall Olympic program. In an interview with Transworld skateboarding legend Tony Hawk said that he would like to see both vert and big air skating at the Olympic Games. However, he suggests that vert skating is the most likely to be added in terms of having a larger overall participation between the 2. So while skateboarding has gotten its foot in the door as an Olympic sport, it'll be interesting to see how it will grow in future editions of the Games. So what do you guys think? Are you excited for skateboarding to make its Olympic debut? If so, who do you think will take home the first Olympic medals in skateboarding? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, with the Tokyo 2020 Olympics drawing closer, I plan on releasing a lot more Olympic related content, so make sure you subscribe so you'll be notified when I upload. Alright, I think that covers everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all later.